Hermits, we're gathered here today to discuss something real big. Moon big? Yes, moon big. Moon big! Anyway, and not only it's getting bigger, it's actually getting closer. Any ideas? Well, Tango is currently in the moon. I'm sure he's trying his very best to save us all. In the meantime, I have this LOLITFAILED missile right here that I am about to launch to blow up the moon. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? Well, that didn't work. I guess Scar have some plans, right? Hermits, do you want to leave this forsaken planet filled with floating blocks? Yes. Do you hate the phantoms popping out of nowhere? Yes. And are you tired of unfinished back of bases? Yes! Wait, what? Well, say no more. With just a small price of, I don't know, the entire diamonds of Bodem, you can leave this planet and its unfinished back of bases with ease. I mean, you could totally trust a man named Scar to build rockets for your escape, right? And the phantoms will never bother us again. Well, we're screwed. Hello. So yeah, Hermitcraft Season 8. And it's finally come to an end. I mean, I'm shocked, you're shocked, and the 67% that voted for the server to update in 1.18 are also probably shocked. Moon big! Anyway, yes, Season 8 ended all of a sudden with the big moon crashing down the server, and the Hermits making their own attempts of an escape. But how exactly did they get from here? Well, last time we left off, the Hermits have their own ways of solving this big moon crisis. We have Mumbo praising the moon like some sort of god, and then after some well-rested sleep, the first thing he did when he woke up is choose violence and start a war. I like where this is going, and so he went to go to war with the moon by blowing it up using this very effective LOLITFAILED missile. I mean, that long of a name will surely work, right? Yup. Well, I mean we got the other moon at least. What? And like what the foreshadowing of the name suggests, the missile missed the moon completely. And it failed. Tango on the other hand tried to save everyone by going to the moon and change its orbit, by rocketing it using TNT. But despite the efforts of the Hermits, the big moon was unfazed and it is on its way to the server. Seeing that the moon is definitely going to crash down the server, the Hermits made their own attempts of an escape. And it basically went down, with Cleo going to an end portal, Exuma to another portal, Gem to a crystal portal, Jevin in a rocket, Tango also in a rocket, but with the moon. Bodem also making a rocket, only to descend into the Bodem hole. Dokkenran also went to a mysterious hole. False Joe well-sent Cub went flying. Keralis also went flying, but didn't quite made it. And then there's Speedups, who took this whole situation as a way of taking everything for himself. Mine! And so, this made him, Keralis, XP, and quite possibly some other Hermits were left behind in the server, and probably got squished by the big moon. Or did they? If you follow Doc and Ren, you probably know about this thing called Hermatrix, which is basically Hermitcraft, but in a matrix of madness. There are various hidden codes, very alien-like structures, and a lot of mysterious things. But at the end, Hermatrix was basically revealed as a simulation that keeps the Hermit's creative minds active, while they travel aboard the Hermiteus ship, which is basically like Noah's Ark, but Hermits. And they went into the long journey to the real Season 8. But during the simulation, an unknown virus called the Nothing was able to infiltrate the Hermatrix, and its goal is to infect the minds of each Hermit and destroy their creativity. To prevent that from happening, the operators initiated a plan and started sending hidden codes and messages to Ren and Doc to construct these alien-like structures and follow the orders of this moon rock thing to prevent the widespread effects of the virus. The big moon crashing down is probably caused by the virus that made the operators to end the simulation. Hermatrix being a simulation means that in lore, the big moon and Season 8 in general is basically not real. And everything we saw this season is basically all like a dream. Storylines and lore aside, Season 8 was always meant to be a short experimental season for the Hermits, as explained by Exuma in a live stream. The splitting of the Caves and Cliffs update into two separate updates probably affected the pacing of this season, which is probably why they made this season shorter than usual. We all know that our Hermitcraft season lasts about a year or so, but this time, this season only lasted for about 7 months, making it the shortest season ever, which is actually still quite a lot, considering my survival worlds only last like 3 days, but it is nowhere near the duration of the other previous seasons. Despite the season being short, they were able to experiment and try new things like integrating lore into Hermitcraft with Hermatrix and Evil Exuma, try the Hermits facing each other, full implementation of the proximity mod, and having no official communal shopping district. Season 8 being short didn't hinder the Hermits to be able to create such amazing builds and storylines in a small amount of time. The season went from Hermits just building poles and pacing with each other, and then they turned this continent filled with amazing builds. It still holds a lot of memorable moments and very important lore that will change the way we see every season of Hermitcraft. Whoa! What happened here? Oh, this? It's fine. It's probably just a boating crew goofing around again. Anyway, want to go mining?